Let's take a look at the concept of discrimination. Numerous laws aim to advance the goal of equal employment opportunity by prohibiting discrimination. Major federal anti-discrimination statutes include Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Equal Pay Act, the Age Discrimination in Employment Act, and the Americans with Disabilities Act. The U.S. Constitution, particularly the 14th Amendment's promise of equal protection under the law, also can be used to combat employment discrimination. Executive Order 11246 makes non-discrimination a requirement for contractors and subcontractors doing work for the federal government. States and cities have their own anti-discrimination laws that mirror and sometimes extend federal protections. Clearly, laws prohibiting discrimination account for a large and absolutely central part of employment law. Employment discrimination can be defined as the limitation or denial of employment opportunity based on a person's protected class characteristics. The element of limitation or denial of employment opportunity indicates that it's not prejudice alone that subjects employers to liability, but rather the effects of bias on employment decisions. However, in one variety of a discrimination case, retaliation, the acts that subject an employer to liability are not limited to those that directly affect employment. The concept of an adverse employment action is elastic enough to encompass harassment that does not directly alter a person's employment status, but makes it more difficult to perform well and stay on the job. But minor differences in treatment, like stray, insensitive comments, would not have sufficient impact on employment opportunities to be grounds for discrimination claims. Embedded in this definition of discrimination is the idea that it is a relative concept. An employer that treats all of its employees equally badly has not discriminated. In contrast to other laws that establish specific minimum standards that employers must meet, U.S. anti-discrimination laws require consistent, even-handed treatment of employees. But equal and unfair treatment of individuals is still not sufficient to establish the existence of discrimination. To have discrimination, the unfair treatment must be based on the person's protected class characteristics. Society deems certain characteristics of people, such as their race, sex, and age, impermissible grounds for making employment decisions.